So today, news released that Russian authorities sentenced Brittney Griner to 9 years in the Siberian hoscal for weed pens. This has been a big story for the last few months now, and I didn't really bother covering it because I try to stay away from the politics. But when Iman Shumpert was arrested here in my hometown of Dallas for weed a couple of days ago, and the news on BG drops today, that I decided to go ahead and give it a go. Not to mention, for some strange reason, YouTube claimed my last video on Zade Kicks. I don't understand why. I mean, the format is the exact same as all of my other videos. It's using my own music. It's using the same type of footage that I use in every other video, but for some strange reason they claimed it. And the sad thing is, the video is actually doing pretty good, but I'm not getting any of the money off of that. So I decided, hey, let's drop another video this week to make up for that one. So hopefully you guys like and watch this one. But before we get into it, smash that like button for your boy. Liking and sharing the video is the best way to help us to continue to grow as a channel. We're a few hundred subs away from 2,000, and we can't do it without you guys' help. But with that being said, let's jump right into this. So let's start with the news on Iman Shumpert first. Yesterday, TMZ Sports reported NBA player Iman Shumpert was arrested for having a quote-unquote, as they put it, sizable amount of marijuana in his backpack at the Dallas-Fort Worth airport on Saturday. According to the police report, officers reported a potential drug violation calling around 2:40 p.m. after TSA screeners found a plastic bag filled with, quote, green leafy substances in Shumpert's bag, which he admitted was weed. Cops say that the substance weighed 6.12 ounces and tested positive as marijuana on the mobile test. Well, I gotta pause for a second. This is stupid and a waste of taxpayer money. Bro, the guy said that it was weed. He admitted to it. And if it looked like gas and it smelled like gas, then I'm pretty sure it's gas. Why the hell you need to run tests for that? But whatever, moving on. The report adds the 32-year-old Shumpert, who was set to board a Delta plane to Los Angeles at 3 p.m., expressed concerns about missing his trip to visit his daughter, but the responding officer informed him that he would not be making that flight, as he was being placed under arrest for the most horrible crimes known to man, which is marijuana possession. Ooh. The report says that the 2016 NBA champ was then placed in handcuffs and transported to the airport jail without incident. The charge is classified as a quote-unquote state jail felony, meaning Shumpert could face up to 2 years behind bars and a $10,000 fine if convicted. They also said that they found a loaded magazine in his bag, but no gun. So, just so you know that I'm consistent, some of you may know from watching some of my past videos, but I'm a smoker. So I'm not judging Shrimp or BG for the mere act of smoking the grass. But let's be honest, it was super stupid for Shrimp to try to board a plane with 6 ounces on him. When I first heard the story, I heard it was 6 grams, which is a very small amount, and not only should they have let him go for it, but I think the law here now is that they can't even arrest you for less than an ounce, even though I'm not sure what the airport laws are on that. But if it is in fact 6 ounces that he got caught with, then that's pretty stupid. Iman Shumpert made a nice amount of money over the course of his career, so I'm sure that his pockets wouldn't have been hurt if he had just said F it and left what he had left with one of his partners here in Dallas. Hell, he was on his way to LA. He could have just bought more when he got there. But instead, he decided to chance it and try to bring it on the plane. I can understand trying to get a small amount on the plane. I may or may not have done this before in the past, but not 6 ounces. Bro, that's crazy. Buddy had a brick in his bag. Which brings me to Brittney Griner. The saga that has been Brittney Griner has reached a new chapter. Over the past few months, BG has managed to work people up on both sides of the political coin. One who wants to bring her home at all costs, including by exchanging for a known Russian gun runner in custody here in the US, and the other side who seems to delight in the thought of her going through it because of her past views and statements about the country. I don't even want to approach it from either of those angles. Instead, I'm sticking to the theme of stupid shit people do when it comes to weed in airports. When I said before that I may or may not have traveled with grass before, under no circumstances whatsoever would I ever try to fly into a foreign country with weed. any foreign country, not to mention Russia. There's a few places that I'd be afraid to bring my roller or even my papers in fear of their insane laws that they have. Russia, China, Thailand, Singapore, don't even fuck around. So to try to get into Russia, a country that's currently at war against Western nations and doesn't have the friendliest of interactions with the US right now, with weed, is the silliest thing I've ever seen. I seen somewhere that Russia has something like a 90-ish% conviction rate, which means that if you get charged with a crime there, it's likely that you're going down for it. So I wasn't surprised in the slightest when I saw the news today that she was convicted and sentenced, which they do fast over there. Here, it's this long, drawn-out ass process. Ultimately, my view on this is I don't think anyone should be arrested for weed. I think weed should be legal worldwide, just like alcohol is. No one's gonna arrest you for traveling with a bottle in your bag. Worst case scenario, you might have to throw it out, but God forbid you travel with weed. I think this is stupid, but I also think it's hypocritical that so many people in the US are going so hard for Russia to ignore their weed laws and let Brittney Griner go, all the while ignoring that many states here you can still be arrested for weed in. Iman Shumpert was arrested in my hometown, and even though I said that the laws have changed and they can't really arrest you for less than an ounce, even still that's crazy. I've been to several states where weed is legal, and believe me, it's great. I love being able to go into a store and buy whatever it is you're looking for, like any other product that you go and buy. Not to mention, not being worried in the slightest that you got grass on you when you drive back with it. So it would be awesome if that were the case everywhere. And if not, just here in the US. I've been an advocate for weed for a number of years now, and it kind of makes me a bit bothered that so many people are getting so hot and bothered and speaking out for a celebrity that's been arrested for weed when there's thousands of non-celebrities arrested for it every day around the country. I understand that people want Brittney Griner to come back home, and I think she should too. I mean, 9 years is a crazy amount of time for weed. But then what? You let her walk? And if so, then you gotta let everybody walk that you've arrested for weed here in America. Like I said, ultimately, I don't think anybody should be in jail for weed. Not Brittney Griner, not Iman Shumpert, not anybody. But let's start here first. I would love to see all the Brittney Griner fans out there also join us in the fight to legalize weed here in the US. We can't control what the governments of foreign countries do with their laws, but we can set an example by legalizing it here first. But I don't know, that's just my opinion. What do you think? If you feel like I do, then I would sincerely hope that you try to find ways to get your government to legalize weed nationwide. I'll never try to tell you who to vote for. I mean, outside of a few things, I don't even really play the politics game. But let's be honest, this is 2022 and no way should people still be getting arrested and locked up for weed. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I can rant on this all day long, but if you like the video, then don't forget to hit the like button. And if you want to be updated whenever we drop new episodes, then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be dinged whenever a new video drops. With that being said, I'm Nate the Great from TakeFlight214.com signing out. Until next time, peace.